Good afternoon, RC rock crawlers and fellow YouTubers. I certainly appreciate you taking the time to stop and watch my video. I'm out here on my backyard crawler course today. I've got my full-bodied Redcat Ascent. I've actually got a interesting set of tires that I purchased for this truck that I want to show you today. It's the Jconcepts Fling Kings. And I bought these tires because I've actually got several dirt trails on the backside of my course and some nice, steep climbs up the dirt bank that are in the drainage ditch that perimeters the backside of my crawler course. And much to my surprise, these tires do very well on most all the obstacles I got, including the concrete features, the wooden features, and all of the rock stuff that I got going on here. And I'm going to take a minute right here and get set up, and I want to run this thing up on some of my concrete features today if this cat will get out of the way, and give you an idea just how versatile these tires are and how good they perform on a lot more things than just dirt and mud. So give me just a second to get it set up right here, and we'll get started, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start out right here with this is a pretty steep little climb. It's a little bit more than most of my scale trucks will get, but it's no problem for the Redcat Ascents or any crawler that fits into that category, actually. So anyway, let's give these tires a try and see how they do here. I had this truck has brass differential covers on the front and rear. For the longest, I just ran them on the front. And I broke down a few weeks ago and bought me one for the rear also. And dang, if I don't think it kind of makes my front end rear up a little bit more, I may take that thing back off. So that got pretty steep there, and these tires never did spin. And that went really well there. So all right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna start this out. I'm gonna come across some rocks right here and then come over into this grout. And this is a little more of a technical climb. Gets pretty steep when it drops down in this little valley right here. And let's see how these tires do here. So these rocks are a little slick. It's been windy, and it's blown a lot of dust up here this week, but not too bad. Now they definitely hook up a little better when it gets on the grout over here. I think these chevron treads really dig into the perforations on it. Let's see what happens right here. This gets pretty steep. Well, I believe it's gonna calm down and get across it. Ooh. There she goes. Okay. All right, pretty doggone good. All right, let's move on to another one. All right, so here we are at my second feature that I want to give this a try on. This is just kind of a mound of broken blocks and bricks and some grout. It is a very high traction source, although I don't think any of my scale crawlers get across this. I don't have any gates set up on it. It is a feature that we run when we have our competitions out here. So let's see if the front end will stay out on this truck and if these tires have got enough traction to get across here. Okay, it looked good so far. Awesome. Well, I really wasn't expecting it to make that. Now, I can tell you that none of my half-cab Ascents will get off this backside without flipping over due to the front weight bias on them. Let's see if this full-bodied want to get off the backside right here without flipping over. I honestly wasn't expecting it to make it up there. Well, I'll be darned, I believe we got it. Maybe there is a little advantage to that rear brass differential cover. Okay, well, let's move on to the next feature then. See if we can get right up through here right quick. Oh yeah. All right, let's move on to something just a little bit steeper. All right, so this third little obstacle right here is just a little steeper than the one we just come across. It's got some slick rock in it and some grout as well in the very beginning. Let's see if she can get up through here. Not bad. Let's see what we got right here. This gets pretty steep right here. I'm curious if the traction on these tires will hold it. Absolutely. These tires are definitely way above what my expectations were for them when I bought them, at least as far as the rocks go. Wow. All right, very good. Let's move on to something just a little bit steeper and see what happens. Okay, so this little fourth obstacle I got here is probably the steepest one I've got on this side right here. I don't know if the front of the truck will stay down on this, and even if it does, I just not sure these tires got the traction to get up to the top, but it is coarse, and these chevron treads do seem to really grab hold of these coarse surfaces, so let's give it a try and see what happens. Give her a little bump right here. Wow. Didn't take much. Let's see what we got here. Now this is wow, this is gonna make it to the top. And this is also a pretty steep rollover at the top. The belly pan usually gets hung up. Let's see if I can get across here without getting hung up. Wow. I mean, this thing crawled just as good as it does with some of my best competition tires. I'm very impressed with that. All right, let's try something else. Okay, let's see if we can get us one more little test in right here. Let's run up these slick rocks right here, and they are slick because it's dusty and we hadn't had any rain. I'm gonna try and keep it off of the grout and just keep it on the rocks and see how these chevron treads perform here. And we'll see if we can make it up to the top here and see old Bigfoot. So let's give it a try and see what happens. So far so good. I really didn't expect them to hook up on these rocks this way. I expected them to spin. There's really not a whole lot of rubber actually touches the ground as deep as these chevron treads are. But apparently it's enough. I believe she's gonna make it to the top without no problems. All right, so we made it up to old Bigfoot here. So I'm gonna try one more a little bit steeper on some slick rocks and see if we can stop these things. All right, let me move on to the next feature. Okay, well, if the movie star don't get in the way right here, we'll give this next obstacle a try. It's a stack of rocks. They're kind of loose, a little bit steeper to get into. Definitely dusty and slick. And this is absolutely an axle grabber right here. So let's see how the old Fling Kings do right here. Not bad. I got to tell you, as far as my course goes, this is an awesome set of all-around tires. Let's see if we can get across here without flipping Awesome. All right, well, I got to tell you, I've been pretty happy with these tires right here, and we're going to, I'm going to bring it on over the table. We'll talk about it a little bit more. All right, so there you have it, the Jconcepts Fling Kings. Purchased these tires to climb some dirt banks and maybe get a little muddy. And much to my surprise, they work very well on the rock crawling course. They really hook up and had a great coadhesion on concrete, wood, and even the slick rock surfaces. I think I'm going to leave these tires on this truck, and they may have found a permanent home. So at any rate, if you're considering these tires, you can't go wrong with them, whatever you plan on doing. And I certainly appreciate you watching my video, and we'll see you in the next one.